Hello guys, welcome to Turning Point Africa. In today's, we'll be focusing or rather featuring Nairobi Expressway. Nairobi Expressway was constructed about 3.5 years ago, so we will be just looking at the brain behind the project, the financing model, and so on. Now, before I start off, first of all, I would like to take this opportunity to thank our subscribers, those who have watched, shared, and liked our videos. Thank you so much. We can't take your support for granted. Now, for those who are here to earn the support, kindly, please find time to subscribe, like, and share. By doing so, you allow the YouTube algorithm to reach a wide audience. And so please just find time to subscribe. Now, before the construction of Nairobi Expressway, that was in about 3.5 years ago, the idea to expand Mombasa Road was first slotted in 1997 under Moi administration. The idea then was not to construct the expressway, but to just expand the Mombasa Road because of the traffic menace between Jomo Kenyatta International Airport and also Westlands. A distance of less than 27 kilometers, you find maybe you could spend up to 3 hours just trying to maneuver through. So that is the time the idea first came to expand. So come 2009, the proposals were taken to Parliament for discussions and also for their approval. So of course they did, and their proposal was presented to the World Bank for funding. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. The World Bank cited environmental effects and also social impacts. So it didn't happen. Now, come 2019, after the completion of the SGR, there was a delegation that was sent to Beijing to go and sort out issues that were between the government and also the company that constructed the SGR, that is the CRBC, China Road and Bridge Corporation. So the delegation comprised of Macharia. So on landing, they were picked up by the company delegation that had been sent to receive them. So on their way to Beijing city, a distance of about 30 kilometers, they experienced heavy traffic and they were forced now to use the expressway. This is a very beautiful expressway. Please, you can find time to just look at you can look at it and how beautiful that road is. It's an expressway from Beijing Airport to Beijing city, that is a distance of about 30 kilometers. So they were able to escape the heavy traffic. And this road is it's expansive with 6 lanes on each side. So they took a very short time. Now that evening, the Kenyan delegation was invited to dinner by the president of the company, that is CRBC. And Mr. Macharia, who was the head of delegation, asked the president how the expressway road was constructed from the airport to Beijing city. And the president told them that the road was privately owned. It was owned by the company, that is CRBC, and they constructed it on their own balance sheet and not the government's. Now the CS was impressed and he was interested. Now after the dinner, the CS called the president, President Uhuru, and sold the idea to him. So the president was impressed and immediately called the minister for roads, that was Mr. Rotich, to travel to China to join the Kenyan delegation that was already in Beijing. So the CS for roads traveled and met with the company officials, and they struck a deal. 2 weeks after the meeting, the delegation, the CRBC sent a delegation to come and do census on the Jomo Kenyatta, that's Mombasa Road, from Jomo Kenyatta to Westlands. And they counted about 30,000 vehicles that were using that road in a day. Now, in 2020, CRBC was awarded contract to construct the Nairobi Expressway from Lolongo to ABC Place, that is in Westlands, a distance of about 27 kilometers. Now the financing model was on the PPP, that is public, private and partnership model, where the contractor was to build the road, design, finance it and build it, then operate it for about 30 years before it is reverted to the government. So that is how the road was constructed. So the construction took about 3.5 years, and the road was commissioned in June 2022 by President Uhuru Kenyatta, just 2 months before he exited the office. Now, the cost of the project is the project costed about 62 billion Kenyan shillings. The project features 4 lanes, that is 2 lanes on each side, and it is being operated by Moja Express, that is a company contracted by the contractor CRBC to manage the road. That is by tolling, and this will be done for a period of 30 years before it is handed over to the Kenya National Highway Authority. So guys, in the next segment, we'll be featuring, we're planning to feature Rironi Mau Summit Expressway. This expressway is also being constructed by the same company in partnership with the NSSF, that is National Social Security Fund, as a consortium, and the project is already ongoing. The president just launched it about a few weeks ago. That was around mid at the beginning of December. That is when the project was launched, and the financing model of the project is just close to similar to the one with the Nairobi Expressway, because it is being constructed under a PPP model, that is public-private partnership, where the consortium will design, finance, build the road, manage before transferring, and it's expected to be managed for a period of 30 years. By doing so, maybe the investor will be able to recoup investments. Then the road will then be reverted. Now let's look at the project history and cost. Now, before the CRBC was awarded the contract, there was a French consortium, that is Vinci, that had been awarded the contract by Uhuru administration, and later on the contract was cancelled, and the current administration was forced to pay the contractor for cancellation of the contract. Now, VC had quoted between 150 to 160 billion Kenyan shillings, but the CRBC has given a quote of 200 billion Kenyan shillings. That is a positive deviation of close to 40 billion Kenyan shillings. So I just tried to ask some of my colleagues who work for this company why there is disparity, and they were citing changes in especially the scope of work, because you see this one, it includes expanding the road from single carriage to about 6 lane in some sections, which is different from the other one. So I think that might have also contributed to the increase. The road will be tolled at 8 shillings per kilometer, and is expected to increase by 1% annually. So the scope of work will include upgrading the existing from single carriage to a 6 lane dual carriage, that is 3 lanes on each side in some sections. For example, from Naivasha to Mau Summit, that will be a 6 lane dual carriageway, and then from Rironi through Maimahiu to Naivasha will be a 4 lane dual carriage, that is 2 lane on each side. Now, the road will have additional component other than 175 stretch from Rironi to Mau Summit. There will be additional component of 58 kilometers. That is what we call the A8 South. That is from Rironi, Maimahiu to Naivasha. Now, the main purpose of constructing the road is basically to reduce the congestion, because you see this road has been experiencing heavy traffic, especially during festive season like Christmas season and Easter holidays. So you find it's very hard to move. Let's say, for example, those who are moving from Nairobi to the western side of Kenya, it becomes very, very hard because of heavy traffic. And it's not just that. You find most of the trucks that are most of the trucks carrying goods from the port city of Mombasa through to Nairobi and to neighboring countries find it very hard to move because of this road. For instance, you find maybe trucks taking goods to neighboring countries like Sudan, Uganda, DRC Congo, Rwanda, Burundi, or even Central African Republic. They find it very hard to move, and they spend a lot of days because of the congestion due to road being narrow, and they find it very hard to maneuver. So I think this will be very significant, not just for the Kenyans, no, but for the region, the East Africa region. And also, you see, during such times, you find the government loses a lot of revenue because of the snarl, because you find now most of the goods take long to be cleared or just to move to get to their destination. So I think this is a noble idea whose time has come. Okay, guys, thank you for your time. I just want to request you to share your views, your opinion about the project, that is Rironi Mau Summit Expressway. What do you think about the project, the economic impact? What do you think? The cost? Do you think the project is worth it? What do you think what do you recommend the future project, because the government is also planning to construct some 2 more expressway, that is Nairobi Thick Expressway and also Mombasa Nairobi Expressway. So do you think the PPP mode the model of financing is best for the country. What do you think? What kind of advice would you give to the government? Let's share. Let's have an interaction. Thank you very much for watching.